All right, Minnie. First of all, $50,000. How's it feel?
Dude, it's unreal, man. I am so utterly speechless right now. It is insane. I am just so thrilled. I can't believe it.
You guys have had some real ups and downs this year. The ups have been really high. How does this go to helping get back on track?
Dude, it means a ton, man. We didn't know if we were gonna make it to Anderson or Florence after this one. It was kind of dependent upon how this went. Because after Caraway, we got so torn up, we needed to scrape this thing, get it back together, and so that we could make it here. And we did, thankfully. And it was the best decision of our lives to show up here. Even though we sat around so many days, I'm glad we raced tonight. Yeah, man, it means the world. It's going to help me get to the racetrack for the rest of the year and show up here. That's the biggest thing. I'm so grateful for the help I do have. I mean, Coleman Rector and David Taylor allowing me to put Jesus Lord on the car. BDL Motorsports, the Henderson family, all the boys back at the shop, me and Siren Auto, Victoria Swimwear for all she does for me. Everybody that does support me and have a piece, the whole crew that works their absolute tails off on this thing, sleepless nights to get it as fast as it is. And I'm just the guy that gets to enjoy it and look pretty in the pictures. But man, it's a huge weight lifted off my chest, man. I can finally get square and stop trying to shake my head and scrape things together to try and pay my bills off. So it's really awesome, man. I'm speechless.
All right, take me through it. You got into it. You were going for second. Got into it a little bit with Landon Lewis. We'll start there. Just where were you kind of at this point? Because it kind of looked like you were maybe looking to reel in the lead at that moment.
Yeah, we were. I knew we were pretty good, and I went to go around Landon because I saw him playing with the 7 car pretty hard, and just nudged him out the way through 3 and 4. And I don't know if we got together on the straightaway or something, but it kind of seemed like he maybe hooked my bumper cover, and it shot me up getting into turn 1, and I was able to come back right, kind of on their bumper, him and Caden, but they were racing so hard, and we were all kind of running the same speed. I wasn't really running them down, and they weren't really gaining anything. So at that point, I just decided to back off and try to save a little tire so I could be there at the end. So I knew we were going to have another caution. I mean, it allowed Tristan to get way out front. And I don't know if we were quite as good as they were, but we were definitely a top 3 car. And Caden was really good too. It probably would have been a really good race there with me and him at the end. But just avoided when they got together here on the front straightaway and was in the right place at the right time. Brandon and Hippie did a phenomenal job of keeping me there and coached me along in what I needed to do, and just drove by them and set sights out front and never looked back.
Take me through getting told, finding out that the 17 was getting moved to the back for a restart violation. What at that moment, kind of what were you thinking?
Yeah, I saw him kind of go early on the start before, and it's hard. It sucks for him. I really like Caden. I think he's a great driver. He's a good friend of mine, and I guess he got sent to the rear in the pro race too. So he's not had a great night, and really sucks. I don't know. Like I said, I saw him go early. He definitely fired before the 7 car, and but I don't know. It's the rule's a rule. You jump the start, you get sent to the back, and I mean they've been a little lenient on it in the past couple races, so I think hopefully this weekend's a wake up call that really shuts it down. And I mean I'm not just saying that just because. I mean I've done it too. I mean I've jumped the start. It's not something that we all haven't done, and we all aren't going to keep on trying to do. It's just if you do it and it's too obvious, you get caught, and that's kind of what happened. And when he got sent to the back, I mean, it was like, okay, all I got to do is worry about what's behind me. So it was definitely a big sigh of relief, but it sucks for him. I hate it for him. He was having a really good run, and I think it would have been a really close race between me and him at the end, probably and Jared too. So just so blessed to be here, man. Blessed to keep him behind me and cross that line.
Last thing, Jared Fryer closing in on you hard at the very end. Just how was it? What was the thought process going there, going into turn 3?
Yeah, I mean I knew he was coming. we had just a really good car on the start. We could fire off so well, and we would just roll, and I knew I could get a car length almost 2 out ahead, and I was good for 10 laps maybe. But he was coming. I was really just fighting tight center there at the end, those last couple of laps, trying to get some rear brake into it to get it to cut the middle. And he could drive it in that much harder than I could and roll the center that much better. And I could stay with him out of the corner or stay away from him. So I just stretched out enough. And, coming to the white flag, getting into turn 3, I just drove it in there real hard and not giving him the opportunity to knock me out the way, and was able to drive it off of 4 and stay in front. So, just playing a little defense. The guys did a phenomenal job telling me where he was and what I needed to do, and just playing defense. It's another one of those days, and today it was for 50 grand, so couldn't have been a better day to play defense.
All right, thank you.
I knew he was coming. We had just a really good car on the start. We could fire off so well, and we would just roll, and I knew I could get a car length almost 2 out ahead, and I was good for 10 laps maybe. But he was coming. I was really just fighting tight center there at the end, those last couple of laps, trying to get some rear brake into it to get it to cut the middle. And he could drive it in that much harder than I could and roll the center that much better. And I could stay with him out of the corner or stay away from him. So I just stretched out enough. And coming to the white flag, getting into turn 3, I just drove it in there real hard and not giving him the opportunity to knock me out the way, and was able to drive it off of 4 and stay in front. So just playing a little defense. The guys did a phenomenal job telling me where he was and what I needed to do, and just playing defense. It's another one of those days, and today it was for 50 grand, so couldn't have been a better day to play defense.
All right, thank you.
All right, so one final thing I wanted to talk to you about. Well, 2 things, actually. First of all, you're nominated for the Hall of Fame. May take you more than a year or 2. Sometimes it does that. But being named one of the 75 greatest drivers in NASCAR history out of the hundreds, probably a couple of thousand people who've raced in NASCAR in the top 3 levels, what did that mean to you?
I really thought I pissed them off a few times.
Well, I know you did that. But
yeah, I know. So
you're not alone in that.
Yeah, I was quite surprised and very honored. That's no small task, and it's just you don't go into it when you're 18, because I had to wait till I was 18 to start. I never thought I was going to be in a Hall of Fame. And then growing up, you see the guys. I would go to the racetracks, and you see the black jackets and New England Auto Racing Hall of Fame guys. And I was, that guy's an old racer. Oh, that guy's an old racer. That guy's an old racer. Yeah, well, now I got one of those jackets. I'm one of those old racers.
You're still young at heart. I know that, so don't worry about that.